All right. Start it off and then we'll talk about the Jets. Jets. Jets.
All right. Welcome back, everybody, to the Giant and the Jet podcast. It is Saturday, September 10th, and we have a week of NFL football
Thank
down
God.
the drain. One of 18 to go in the regular season. We had two losses for both of our football teams, which we'll get to. Just some general talking points about some teams in the league, AFC, NFC. We have some power rankings going on today.
Mhm.
Mike's week two predictions, and then we have some unfortunate baseball talk. At least unfortunate for me. It's all right for you. Uh,
Besides last night, I thought we were actually playing pretty well.
yeah,
And
they have been.
I actually was thinking about the pod. I make the outline the day before, and I was like, I'm gonna have some positive points. And then in the seventh inning, we allowed 9 runs, and I went, oh,
With Paul Blackburn pitch.
never mind. I was like, oh, we'll just take that out of the equation. But
All
yeah,
right.
let's get into it.
Yeah.
Jets, how'd they do week one?
Well, they lost, which I did predict in my Sunday morning video.
Mhm.
Just always had the kind of the feeling that Aaron Rodgers was going to get the last laugh.
He's spiteful.
Yeah, he is
He's a spiteful guy.
yeah, because he couldn't like just let it be. He had to kind of call out the organization. Said anyone associated with the Jets,
Yeah.
something about anyone associated with the Jets that was for them or whatever. So that was not honestly the most surprising thing to me. I think the thing that was surprising though was just like how good we looked honestly on offense. Like running the ball, Fields was throwing the ball, he was running it too.
Yep.
Our first round pick, Membu was locking down TJ Watt, which I did not have predicted. Like I was expecting Watt to at least get through and get one sack, maybe, some tackles for losses. He mostly just got held down, which was nice to see. And I know this is a cope.
Just because I have Brees Hall, they were running it in the opposite direction of TJ Watt the
Yeah,
entire game, which I was happy for my fantasy team. I was like, perfect, just keep running it to the left. Like, so that part was kind of crazy. They literally ran it to the left like every
yeah.
single time.
It's weird like watching an NFL offense that isn't run by Nathaniel Hackett. I think is probably the big thing. Like and a mobile quarterback too, which I don't think we've ever had in our franchise history. So just weird watching those two things.
Yeah.
Um, anyway, I don't want to say I think our coach actually said it best, like there's no such thing as a moral victory, which I think is correct because after the game I was like depressed, angry, and I don't know. I mean, we'll see how it goes. We have two tough games the next 2 weeks. We have the Bills coming to town, um, which I think it's actually kind of good for the Jets that the Bills won, and in the fashion that they did win, because I feel like you can overlook a team like the Jets after you just come
Mhm.
back from like a 16-point deficit or a 15-point deficit in
Yep.
uh the fourth, like what, 5 minutes or something.
Yeah.
And then we go to Tampa Bay after that.
That's hard.
Um, I know it's a tough schedule. I feel like that first game is really one you have to win. Like the Steelers are good, but they're just not on the same level as the Bills and the Bucks. So
Do you think
we'll
Aaron
see.
Rodgers, like I think he was 50-50 on coming back. Do you think what made it 51% was the fact that week one, I'm being serious, that week one was the Jets?
I think he was always going to come back. Honestly, I just think he didn't want to have to go through the whole rigmarole of like OTAs, training camp, and all that stuff. I think he just wanted to come in late July whenever he signed and just get right to work instead of having to go through the whole.
I also
Uh,
think I think he wanted to see who they drafted. Like
yeah.
if they moved up and drafted Dart, he would be like, okay, I'm not doing this again where, week six comes and they're just gonna bench me for the future. Like I'm
Who
just
they even? I don't even remember who they drafted. Honestly, what
uh
must have been? It's probably defense, right? Or no, it was Caleb Johnson was second round pick, I think. Was their second round pick?
Derek Harmon.
Defensive player.
Derek Harmon, defensive tackle.
Yeah.
And then
I don't think he was in actually. That must have been why I didn't see him. But anyway, yeah. But it would have been nice to win. I think we just needed like it's the just the typical Jets thing where like if the ball just bounces your way one time, you probably win the game. Like we lose a fumble on a kick return. We have two drop interceptions. We have like that crazy play where the ball bounces around a million times right into DK Metcalf's arm. So I don't know. It's just Jets. Typical Jets. Maybe we'll not start 0-3, even though it's looking more and more likely by the week. So
I thought you
Um,
guys, I don't know. I thought you guys looked good. Like I
yeah,
think the Steelers have been a playoff team the past X amount of years. I think Rodgers looked healthy.
he did. He looked
And
good.
I just think, I don't know. I like your coach. Like he brings a lot of attitude. I think it's going to be a lot like that Lions first year, where the Lions, I think the Lions started like 1-6 that coach's first year, and it's just like heartbreaking loss after heartbreaking loss, but they never gave up. And then all of a sudden by year two, they're 9-8, and then year three, they're like 13-3, 13 and
Yeah,
4. So like I like your coach a lot. And I always liked Fields because I
I
watched
like
a lot of
Fields.
Bears. Like I
Yeah.
always thought if he was really developed and given time and
A line, an offensive
an
line.
offensive line, a running back, a receiver. Like, I think he's fine. I don't think
Yeah.
he's Josh Allen. No one is, but I think he could be a Baker Mayfield, you know.
That's what it seems like he's gonna be right now too. Even like the career arc where he goes from the team that drafted him to like kind of a quick stint at another team, and then he gets signed right to this next team, and he's handed the starter role right away. I'm pretty sure that's exactly what happened to Baker. So
But what my dad always says, I mean, all the time, is that only recently, as in the past like 20 years, do you play a rookie quarterback. Like in the 1960s and 1970s and 1980s, that quarterback who was drafted would sit for 3 years. And then at 25, 26, he'd become a starter. Like
yeah,
it's only recently with the salary, it's all about the salary cap because they need to win in their first 5 years. Because then once you pay your quarterback like Dak Prescott, you can't win anymore. So it just is like, can we strike gold with this rookie quarterback? And then, like the Bengals a few years ago when they went to the Super Bowl, can we strike gold and then buy our defense and then go for it? Like Jaden Daniels the next 3 years. Like,
yeah.
seriously, like it's just
I mean
that's what
that
it is.
what your dad said kind of worked though with Jalen or with Jordan Love. Like
Yes.
he
And
sat
Aaron
for 3 years
Rodgers
and now he looks good. Yeah, same with
and Aaron
Rodgers.
Rodgers and Brett Favre, that was his second team. And he sat like if the Colts sit Andrew Luck the first year with the worst roster in football, is he still playing? Like I was watching this thing on College Game Day where Andrew Luck retired at 29, and that would literally be like if Josh Allen retired this past offseason.
Yeah,
That would be Patrick Mahomes, Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson, they retired this offseason. That would have been fucking crazy. And it's
yeah.
because he mentally and physically was done.
Well,
So
he was getting batted around like
yeah, getting
his
killed.
whole career.
Um, I
I
don't
think
know.
it's also just the thing with the general manager and coaches too, where they kind of get pressured into starting this guy that they drafted, with the second pick in the draft, first pick in the draft, whatever. Like they don't have all day to sit around on their hands waiting for this guy to develop while their teams keeps losing. That's another big part of it too, along with the salary cap.
Yeah.
Um, anyway, you do have a team that is sitting there, rookie quarterback.
Yeah. I mean, it's exactly what I thought. So we're going to talk about the Giants. Um, I really don't want to get into rants. I'm kind of tired. The Russell Wilson's really bad. Like he's not Sam Darnold or Geno Smith bad. Like those are okay. Kirk Cousins. Like I'm not talking about like a lower tier quarterback. Like Russell Wilson at this point in his career might be the worst quarterback in the league. Like I think let's take 30 seconds. Is there a worse quarterback out of the 32 starters?
Is
Like
Caleb Williams the worst?
well, maybe we'll get to that. We'll get to that later.
Yeah,
Caleb Williams, Bryce Young, maybe those two. But like Russell Wilson, he just can't move. He doesn't have an arm, like a real cannon. He doesn't seem like he can read a defense very well. I hate his personality. Um,
overall.
he just thinks he's like, ever since he got to New York, and I don't know if it's his wife's or his agent in his ear, but like, dude, why are you going to Knicks games as the New York quarterback?
Yeah.
Why are you doing Sunday conversation with Fox as if like I remember he went on and I go, why is Russell Wilson on? Why wouldn't they have all these other quarterbacks in the entire football league and you have Russell Wilson on? And it's like, well, it's because it's the Giants and the Commanders game. Have JD Daniels.
Yeah,
Like
some
it's
of the
just
people actually like.
and I think that what they were trying to do with the storyline is well, he got interviewed in the same room by Howie Long in the Super Bowl. Well, that was like 12 years ago.
Yeah.
He's horrible. I thought the
Crazy
Giants,
how long he's been in the league, honestly, too. It
yeah, he's
doesn't feel like it's been
old.
12 years. Yeah,
He's
he
old
is
as
old.
shit. He's
Yeah,
old. His rookie was 2012. That's 13 years ago. Like, no, like you got it. Sometimes Tom Brady fucked everything up. No one actually plays till 40.
yeah.
Like
Aaron
40,
Rodgers is,
I
but
know, but like Aaron Rodgers won 4 MVPs.
yeah,
So I thought the Giants did well on defense. They contained that offense that went to NFC Championship game last year. The defensive line wasn't as dominant as I hoped. But they would get to the quarterback. It is funny when you go on red zone for for fantasy purposes for a little bit because you just won't see the Giants.
yeah. I really didn't have much. I was gonna try and add into this Giants conversation. I had the Jets on my iPad and I had Red Zone on the TV. I don't think I saw more than like
No,
maybe
you
six
don't.
plays.
You don't see
Yeah,
them. So like the Jets Steelers, you see for like a lot. Like you were seeing all these other teams. You even saw like the Colts and the Dolphins game a lot. You don't see the Giants game. So if you're watching Red Zone, it's actually difficult to watch the Giants because they are not on TV.
yeah.
Um, we were going back and forth a lot, and every time we'd go back and forth, Russell Wilson was getting sacked. Russell Wilson was throwing the ball off some tight end's thigh. Russell Wilson was throwing the ball out of bounds. It was just like this is the worst. This is the worst football game of the entire slate, and that's how it's going to be until you make a quarterback change. I've always thought you start Winston. He's
They
more
should.
he's more of a leader. He can get the ball down the field. He's a better quarterback. I don't really know why they went with Russell Wilson. Maybe when they signed him, they made a verbal agreement with him that they're going to give him some starts. I don't think you bring Dart in.
No.
This upcoming schedule is fucking brutal. Like Cowboys, Chiefs, Chargers, like in Arrowhead. Don't bring Dart in. Like give him 6, give him 8, give him 10 weeks.
Just give them the whole season. And like,
They
if
can't because they're going to get fired.
yeah, I think they're gonna get fired anyway if they win like 3 games. I don't think it matters if Dart plays.
I don't know. I don't know if they're. I don't really know the plan. But Russell Wilson, I really just don't even like him on a team. Like it's funny when he's on someone else's team, like ours,
Yeah, yeah.
but like then he's on your team and you're like, oh wait, what? Like
How did we get this guy?
now
Why did we
I'm
get
the
this?
joke. Now I'm the joke of the
Yeah,
group chat, and it's just like that's not fun. So it's not even I don't know, it's not even fun right now.
yeah. I am curious. Like, I feel like they need kind of a exit point from Russ, and I don't know when it's gonna be to get to Jameis because I feel like they, like you said, they probably gave him some type of handshake agreement.
I
Is
think
it?
they did. I think they
Is
did when
it?
they signed him.
They start 0-3 and like that's it, or like if he wins one, they go 1-2. Like, are they gonna keep him in?
I'll tell you exactly when they pull him. So this upcoming week's Cowboys, he'll play Chiefs, Chargers, Saints. That Saints game, if we lose that, I think the Saints will probably be like 1-4. If we can't move the ball versus the Saints, they'll put Winston in and the Eagles. Um, but my God, even then, you go Eagles, Broncos, Eagles, 49ers.
Jesus.
What the hell?
The Saints are the only soft landing spot on the whole schedule. I guess the Cowboys aren't like great, but they still look pretty good, honestly, on
In the
Thursday night.
in Chicago, Packers, Lions. What is
That's a brutal schedule.
New England in New England, then
Yeah.
Commanders, Vikings. I'm not going to keep going, but Raiders, Cowboys. It's just like
Do they win? I know we had our early season predictions. Like, what's the actual after seeing the product on the field?
2 or 3.
2 or 3 wins?
Saints, Raiders, Patriots, and then you hope to split one versus the Cowboys.
Yeah,
And that you're in New England, you're in New Orleans, which is not a fun place to play, and I
yeah.
believe you're in the Raiders. So I don't know. I don't know where a win comes unless you put Winston or Dart in and they just start balling out. But with Russell Wilson, we would have the number one pick.
I
Seriously.
it might not be a bad thing though if you guys do.
Well, it
Because
depends. Like, this is where we're in such confusion. Like, did Dart play? Does Dart have potential? Is his coaching staff's here? Is this GM here? Like, that's why you have to play the rookie quarterback.
yeah, that's true.
You have to, because
Yeah.
then the next year, what do you do?
I
Like,
think you trade it. Like if you trust Dart, you trade it, and then you can ball out. You could get two
yeah,
offensive linemen. Another. I mean, they don't really need a wide receiver, honestly, but you get two offensive linemen or something like that.
I don't
I
know.
like how we're already talking about the Giants rebuild after week one of the season.
Who knows? Who knows? It's just difficult with this schedule to have hope. It's a
Yeah,
crazy schedule. But I don't know.
11 and
The
6.
week one reviews, you gotta get rid of Russell Wilson. But I said that before week one, so it's not like I'm panicking. It's not like I'm overreacting. I don't like him.
I
I
think going into the
I
season,
hate
I
him.
didn't think he was going to be the guy. Like I'm surprised that he was the guy like that easily.
I think they had an agreement because why would he just be the guy?
Yeah, but why would you sign like a guy like that if you're just going to guarantee him a spot? Like he's not. He wasn't. I mean, I guess he made the playoffs last year, but
I
I
hate.
don't know.
Moving on. John, it's not an overreaction. You gotta get rid of Russell Wilson. Um, the Jets, I thought it looked good. Just a few
Yeah.
bounces here or there. So major storylines around the NFL. I only want to do like 1 or 2 minutes on each one unless we really get into it. Uh, Starting with the Chiefs. I just think you can come back and forth with me. I just think the Chiefs have no weapons.
Yeah.
I think Worthy's out, Rice is out, Travis Kelsey. I know he caught a touchdown, but he is just older.
He's old and slow now.
He's old and slow, which is fine because he's 35.
Yeah, and engaged.
And he's engaged. Um, I was gonna say something. Um, anyway, no, I don't pass. Listen, it's whatever. I just think the Chiefs are in for a rough year. Like, not a rough year in the sense, not a rough year like the Giants, but is Patrick Mahomes Tom Brady, where he's going to turn these very late first round, very late draft picks, receivers who would never even play on another team, like Hogan, Edelman, Amendola. I mean, what the hell was happening in New England? Like, is he going to turn these wide receivers into Pro Bowlers?
Yeah.
I think he's
I
going to have
mean,
a hard year.
I think they're gonna make the playoffs still, but I don't know if they're gonna be 13 and 4 Chiefs or 14 and 3 Chiefs. Like they're probably gonna be like 10 and 7 and be like a final wild card seed or something like that.
Yeah, and then that division they're in, the Broncos and the Chargers are
Yeah.
fucking awesome. Like,
Yeah.
and then the Raiders are no joke. That they have a real coach now, like who
Yeah.
knows what he's doing.
Do you
Pete
know
Carroll is a Hall of Fame coach.
do you know Smith is competent too? Like I know he gets a lot of hate or like he just gets called like mid, but I mean he's not bad. He's not a
No,
bad
he's
quarterback.
perfectly fine quarterback. You're
Yeah.
not going to win a Super Bowl with him, but he can win some games. So, just my point in the Chiefs, I just don't think they have the weapons to surround Mahomes, and I don't think Mahomes is on the level of Tom Brady to where he can just will his team to having basically 12 or 13 wins every year, no matter what.
Yeah.
Which leads directly into my next point, unless you have something to say.
No, I just like my only comment was how the hell is Mahomes gonna make this work? And I think that we already talked about that because it's
Yeah.
gonna fall on him. He's gonna have to make the play. And his defense is gonna have to hold the other team like 20 points, at least like 20 points or less pretty much every game from the win. So
Yeah. Which leads to my next point, which is the Buffalo Bills. I think Josh Allen is that player.
he's the
I think
man.
Josh Allen is the best player in football. And I know Lamar Jackson's right there, but I don't think it's very close. I think Josh Allen is that Peyton Manning, Tom Brady level where it's like, holy crap, I don't care who's on his team, who he's going against. And I know the Bills got a little lucky with some fumbles and catches, but there is no reason why the Bills should have won that game. I mean, the Ravens, if Josh Allen, let's play a fun game. If Josh Allen and Russell Wilson switched traded places, what would that Ravens and Bills score would have been?
Ravens like 20 or Ravens 35, Bills like 10 or something.
I I think 42-7. Like
Yeah.
it would have got killed.
Yeah.
Um, what do you think about that? I just think Josh Allen's in another league right now.
I feel like I've been on that wave for a little bit now. Like I don't know. I think since like moving up here, watching the games with my girlfriend every weekend, because I feel like I do end up watching the Bills probably just as much as I watch the Jets. Like he's just that good. Like he's the best quarterback. He deserved the MVP probably like the past 2 or 3 years just based on the team he has around him.
Yeah,
And I know he finally got it this past year, but like he never has like, I mean, I guess Diggs was the wide receiver one for a couple of years, but the pieces that he has around him to make them be the number one seed in the AFC consistently is just
it's crazy.
crazy.
It's
Yeah.
crazy. What is
Yeah. I
Coleman?
What's
Like,
up?
who does he have? Coleman? Like, who else?
Coleman, Kincaid, Dawson Knox, Josh Palmer. I don't even
No, I just it's like
it's like a scrap heap of players.
these things are more like bullet points.
Yeah.
He's just so good right now. It's and then because my next thing was the Ravens looking loaded.
Well, before we jump to the Ravens, I do just want to say, like, I know Josh is this incredible player, but are we going to get this performance that we got from the Bills defense repeatedly and then into the playoffs? Because there's only so much you can do as a quarterback when your defense allows 40 points. Um, and I am nervous for them in that regard. Like, they really have to get safety figured out and they have to get their linebackers figured out. Because you can have Derrick Henry have like what, 3 40-yard rushes in the same game. So, we'll see about their defense. But anyway, we could jump over to the Ravens now. I know that was
Well,
the next.
that leads to my next point. I think the Ravens are the most talented team in football. Like
Yeah.
you're gonna do your maybe the Eagles. You're gonna do your power rankings, so you'll tell me who's number one or two or three. But just position for position, I just think that team's so good. And another point with that game look like watching the Giants play and then watching those two teams play looked like two SEC like Ohio State versus Texas, and then the
Middle school.
Giants were like FAU versus FIU. Like the level of play, the
Yeah.
fact that they're in the same league is unbelievable. Like it
Yeah.
looked like soccer. Like I was watching a Premier League matchup and then like a third league matchup. Like it just they were so much better than us. I was like, oh my God. Like Derrick Henry looked like a monster.
I don't know how he keeps doing it either. Um, I mean, you hand that guy the ball. Like, when's he gonna slow down? When's he gonna stop? Because he's still running by guys. He's still running guys over. He's 31 years old. Like, usually
I know.
around this age for a running back, you kind of hit a wall. I think like AP hit a wall around the same age, and it looks
I
like he's
didn't
getting
draft him in
better.
fantasy, and I feel stupid.
I know. I wish he fell to me. I was one spot away. I was getting ready to do it too, and then I ended up having to go Jacobs, which probably isn't really a first round pick anyway. Uh,
I bring on my fantasy football expert, Alex Padron. He tells me the guy is Derrick Henry, and he was going to take him. He did. He took him fourth overall, and he's like, "There's just a no brainer." And I was like, "Ah, you're an idiot." Like
yeah.
it drives me crazy. I didn't draft him.
It's just like I guess you just have to like kind of there's rules like guys are gonna break down running backs are gonna break down 30-31 and then there's exceptions to the rule and that's Derrick Henry is like the only example pretty much.
I know, but the Ravens look loaded. Uh,
Yeah.
the Bengals look more balanced. They
Played
still
some
should have
defense.
lost that game,
Yeah.
which is funny, but at least they look competent on defense. I know it's the Browns, I know it's Joe Flacco, but you know, they look more balanced.
They had some picks. Their offense was actually surprisingly slow. Like
They
which
always they always do bad in Cleveland.
yeah,
Like
that's true too. I think Miles Garrett just is in Joe Burrow's head.
we had like three straight sacks. It was
That one play when
crazy.
he just has like a free rush at him and Joe Burrow just like he gets destroyed.
Why wouldn't they just be like, we're gonna chip you at the tight end and have the running back here blocking you every single pass?
Yeah.
Maybe they are, and Miles Garrett's just blowing it up
Yeah. He's a freak. I don't know why he didn't get out of Cleveland when he could, but
because they gave him $245 million
yeah.
dollars.
Yeah.
That's
I
why.
guess that's fair.
That's why. Um,
Money's the same color in wherever else he could have gone too.
Listen, man, I'd go play for I would go play for a championship team and get a State Farm commercial.
Yeah.
Like, I don't care. What's the difference? What are we
Yeah.
talking about here? But I'm not being offered between 50 million and 100 million, so sure it's different. Broncos look good.
You thought so? I saw that you had that on your notes. I didn't think they didn't look particularly good.
Okay.
Um, Bo Nix kind of went back. I mean, maybe it's just early season for him. I feel like he kind of went back to that Bo Nix we saw in the first few weeks of last season when he kind of didn't really know what he was looking for in a defense. I don't know. Their defense though does look great. I mean, it's as advertised as always. Their def like they could probably get rid of their whole defensive starting lineup and they'll still have a good defense somehow. I really don't know what they do. Um, but yeah, I didn't think they looked like particularly good. They were playing a rookie quarterback in his first game and they won by 8
Yeah.
with the guy did have a chance to tie the game. So I was just expecting more dominance from them.
Okay. All right. So
I
they
don't
look
know.
average. Miami looked horrible.
Yeah,
They probably took the award for I mean, the Giants, everyone knows is bad. Miami probably took the award for the worst loss of the weekend,
no.
right?
You get 30 points put up on you by Daniel Jones
Like
in this.
Daniel Jones.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I think Ryan or any Miami fan out there should really, like, they might have to be like, well, it's time to rebuild. Like, it's time to get rid of Tyreek Hill. It's time to get rid of A Chain while he still has literal legs. It's time to get rid of Tua turned the ball over. I literally go, Tua turned the ball over. And he threw an interception on the next play.
Yeah.
And Eric was like, whoa. And he looked at me all excited because I called it. Um,
Anytime he flashed on red zone, it was going to be something bad going on.
Something horrible. And then the
Yeah.
Colts, or we might 6 weeks from now be like, oh, the Colts are a real team.
I know. That was actually I think I had that for later on. Yeah, I did have that for later on. That was my worst take of the week. Where Colin was wrong.
Yep.
Um, but I was actually so my only comment for this was adios, Mike McDaniel. I was listening to like one of the guys I work with, or I used to work with. He does like a football podcast. I was listening to a little while ago,
Yep.
and he said that Rex Ryan called him like a nerd boy or something like that. That's
McGenius.
yeah, but he also called him nerd boy too.
Oh,
Just just so funny. Rex Ryan just like can't stay out of like shit talking. Even what is it like 10 years past his last coaching appearance, he still just has to rip people apart.
I loved how there was like a 2 year window where him and RG3 would trash the quarterback or head coach that
Yeah,
we're talking about. And then the solution to that team was to hire them at quarterback or head coach. He's like, I'll tell you who'd be a good candidate for the Jets.
me.
Me.
Yeah.
Whoa, what?
Yeah.
Like you can't be up there destroying someone for their career in media and then be like, and I'll tell you who's the best candidate. It's actually me. Like that's a crazy thing to do. I'm glad he's not doing it anymore, but maybe at the end of the season he will. I
I'm
don't
sure he
know.
will. He's gonna be Miami's coach. Turn them into a bunch of hard-nosed, snack-eating bastards.
Ugh. Miami,
Um,
I said this in Ryan to in the group chat, and I wasn't kidding. I just think Miami might be it's a close call between them and the Cardinals for being the most irrelevant franchise in the NFL. Like
yeah.
just who cares? All we want is for Tua not to be injured. That's what I watch Miami for. I hope this guy doesn't get hurt.
Yeah. Hope he doesn't go into that like arm thing.
Yeah. Yes. Um, Chargers, I just said I wish they had their left tackle because I think they're a real contender.
Yeah,
And I think losing that all pro left tackle is going to really hurt them when it comes to January football, especially if they're on the road at all. Like if they have to go to the Bills or if they have to go to the Ravens or if they go to the Chiefs. An all pro left tackle would have been helpful. Just watching them, I was like, wow, this is a really good team. But I
yeah,
know in the back of my mind they're missing that guy. It's like last year when Aiden Hutchinson went out, I was just like, ah, this is going to hurt them in the playoffs. Like they can get
yeah.
by in the season, but this is going to hurt them.
Yeah, I my comment about the Chargers, I think that like we started to see a little bit last season. I feel like Harbaugh is really building this team in the way that he wants to build it,
Yeah.
and that's just going to turn them into like a wrecking ball in the AFC.
Yep.
Um, I think they're probably going to win the division. Honestly, we already talked about the Chiefs lacking weapons. how the hell are they going to get it done? I think this would be the team that would knock them off probably instead of the Broncos. So,
Okay. I feel
um,
like the only way the Chiefs make this Chiefs. I feel like the only way the Chargers make the Super Bowl though is if they have that one seed. Like
yeah,
there is no way the LA Chargers are going into Buffalo or into Baltimore in the AFC Championship game and beating them. It's just not happening.
no, I
Like
agree.
it just there's no way. Like he's gonna wake up to Madison Beer on Friday and then get in -4 with 2 feet of snow and someone like it all goes out the window there.
Yeah, I
Like
agree. I don't think Super Bowl aspirations are necessarily are going to happen. I don't think they're going to make the Super Bowl. I think they're going to be better than they were last year. And winning the division's huge. I mean, whether the Chiefs won it 10 years in a row or something, like I
ever since Alex Smith, so probably over 10 years in a row now.
yeah,
Yeah.
that'd
Uh,
be big. Just that alone, I think would be big for their organization. And
yeah.
the only problem is though, if they do get the one seed, they like don't have any fans, it seems like.
Yeah.
Every time that there's a game in LA, that's just all the other team's fans. So like
Yeah.
it's just pretty much a neutral site game if they play like the Bills or the Ravens or the Chiefs or anything. So
If it was Chargers Steelers, I think this stadium would be 70% Steelers fans.
yeah,
Like
yeah,
it would just be dumb. Or the
yeah,
Broncos, like the Broncos fan base, the whole stadium would be Broncos.
yeah.
So yeah. Um, talking about a team that was before the Chiefs, the Patriots. I got to take on the Patriots, man. I don't think they're a good organization. Like this whole Robert Kraft, his son, um, well, they keep bringing in coaches who were former players. Um, I don't think it's a good organization. And I think Brady really, really put a lot of makeup over that franchise. And because before Brady and before Bill Parcells, like you have to always remember history, the Patriots were the worst organization of football.
Yeah.
Like you listen to Bill Burr and Ben Affleck and all that stuff, like they were atrocious. Um, no, I think they're a bad organization, and I think they have this weird pride. Like who was their last coach before Vrabel?
Uh,
Mayo.
Gerard Mayo. Yeah.
They hired Mayo because he knows the Patriot way. They hired Vrabel because he knows the Patriot way. You know, maybe the Patriot way was just Tom Brady.
Yeah. Just Tom Brady being the best quarterback in the league for 20 years in a row.
Yeah,
Could be.
maybe you had Josh Allen and the Bills are really feeling themselves right now. Like
Yeah.
that'd be like if the Bills were to bring back all the defensive players who were on the team like from 5 years ago. Like I don't know. What do you think? I don't think they're a good organization.
I mean, I can't go that far. I think this guy needs some time. Like, I think Gerard Mayo kind of left him in a bit of a mess last year with what they wanted to do at quarterback. They didn't really draft well, like Bill's final like 4 or 5 years, so they really don't have any talent to fall back on. Um, I don't know. I think they need to give Vrabel probably this season to maybe go 7-10, whatever, and then next year, if you don't see growth, then there probably is a problem with the organization. Um, but
You
I don't know. I think it's an
just getting
overreaction just to say that they're going to be bad this year and they're going to be bad for the next 10 years or whatever. Like,
You've been bad since break. I'll be right back. I just need to get a tissue.
yeah, that's,
They bit actually I can just use this, but I'll edit this out. Oh God, I've been sick for like 2 weeks. Nick came down. Well, definitely edit this out, but Nick came down sick as a dog and used my toothbrush.
ew.
That's sick. Like, what the hell? I just thought that was the rudest thing in the entire world.
Yeah,
Like,
I don't like people using my toothbrush. That's fucked up.
there's one thing like Hot Alex showering where he puts his head in the sink. Haha, I don't care.
Yeah,
Don't use my toothbrush.
no,
Sick
I
fuck.
don't. I don't like that.
Anyway, all right.
Uh, the last AFC team I want to talk about, Jaguars,
Okay.
Jacksonville Jaguars.
Yep.
I think they got something cooking down there. I don't know if they're gonna win anything of significance. I think they're gonna win the division though.
Uh,
Uh,
who'd they play? The Panthers?
yeah, but they smoked them. I don't know. I just don't think the Texans are gonna have that good of a year. Their line's really bad, and it seems like Stroud's starting to get that. I'm gonna get hit every time I drop back to pass, so I'm not gonna be able to kind of be myself. kind of opens the door for them. I mean, the Colts too, honestly, but I like the Jaguars coach. I think he's a good mind.
Let's see
Just
how they
wanted to shout
do.
him out. They got something cooking.
Let's see how they do next week versus the Bengals in Cincinnati.
Yeah, fair.
If
It's a good
that's
measuring stick game.
if they can, hold their own and pull out a win or keep it close, I'd be like, okay. But if they
Yeah.
lose by 21, they suck.
It is still early season Bengals though, so like even a win, does that prove that much? Um,
Yeah. Okay. I mean, I'm not going to hate on it. I just don't agree with you.
no. Okay.
I
They were
think,
my pick, I think, for the AFC South in our preseason prediction. So I just wanted to shout them out.
okay.
Uh,
Hey, Travis Etienne, run for 2,000 yards.
that
Fantasy.
was I'll also be mentioning that later in my where I was right.
Yeah. NFC, I just have four teams because we already talked about the Giants.
Yep,
Um, Packers look like the best team in the NFC. Is that agreeable?
I agree.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't have much else to add. They look good. They held down the Lions. Would Gibbs have like 10 catches for like 30 yards or something like that?
Yeah.
Like
They were
they just
non-existent.
couldn't move the ball.
I had St. Brown and Montgomery on my fantasy team, and they weren't doing shit.
No,
They just weren't moving. I think the Packers are the most all-around team. Really cool stat was, and really a petrifying stat is Jordan Love started the game 8 for 8 completions to 8 different players.
that's scary.
That's a that might be the scariest stat of the weekend. Uh,
Yeah,
so watch out for the Packers, man. They might be really good. That leads right into my next one, the Lions. Now it could just be they were in Green Bay. It could just be because they were playing the Packers. They looked a little off.
they
Uh,
did. I think that's what losing your two coordinators and your QB coach does. It's hard, kind of hard to just replace that from one year to the next and expect things to go as smoothly as they did last year for them.
yeah.
Um, I did see a stat, kind of scary for Lions fans. Goff is 0-19-1 when either McVay isn't his coach or Ben Johnson is his coordinator. So he literally hasn't won a game not under those two guys. Um, I that make me a little nervous as a Lions fan.
Would Jared Goff be the biggest loser in sports if then the Lions went and got another quarterback and won the Super Bowl the same way the Rams did?
Maybe.
Like, I can't think of a quarterback off the top of my head, like a game changer. But if they traded like 2 first-round draft picks to,
I don't even know who would be the guy that would replace him.
I don't know, but let's just pretend there's like another Matthew Stafford out there. And then they're like, you just can't get us over that hump. And then the first year the Lions win the Super Bowl. I mean, just get out of the league.
Nah.
Just go enjoy your wife, who's a baddie, and just go enjoy the league. Go enjoy life, because that at that point you're just the biggest loser on planet Earth.
Yeah.
Um, have you seen his wife?
Yeah, I saw like some video like would they win like a playoff game or something and she was all excited. I think I remember seeing that.
Yeah, she's a good looking girl.
Yeah.
Sometimes you're like, how do these athletes pull these girls? And it's like, well, he's a professional quarterback and he's worth like $300 million. You see Volpe's girlfriend? Yeah.
Yeah.
What is she
Money,
doing with him?
money
But
helps.
he's the Yankee shortstop. So,
Yeah.
Tampa Bay, I think Tampa Bay's going to run away with the South. I think the Falcons had one opportunity to beat them, and they're not going to beat them in Tampa. And I think Tampa Bay, because they're injured right now. They don't have their left tackle. They don't have Godwin. They don't have a lot of players right now. Like that was a game that the Falcons needed.
Yeah.
I think they're the best team in the South. I think the Panthers and Saints suck. I think the Falcons are okay. Penix looked good. Um, I think Tampa Bay runs away with this division. I think they're going to win
Yeah.
like 15 games,
I maybe not that. Would you say 15?
13.
Oh yeah, okay. That's I thought you said 15. I was gonna say that's a little crazy. Yeah, I could see them winning like 11 or 13 games, which is gonna be good enough to win the division. So
Yeah.
um Abuka looks good. He's electric. I have him in my PPR league. Very happy I drafted him. I don't know how things are gonna shake out down there though. Once they get Godwin back too, like that's a lot of mouths to feed.
Well, I think Godwin's so old. You just put Godwin in the slot.
Yeah.
Hey, you're gonna get your targets when you get your targets. Just keep working your butt off.
Yeah, he got paid too, so it's not like that matters anymore now to
If
him.
someone gets paid, they'll be a team player. They just
Yeah.
need money. Um, and then finally, Vikings Bears. I just had a question for you. If you were forced to take JJ McCartney or Caleb Williams right now, who do you pick?
Oh God. I mean, it's a guy who played one mediocre game against a guy who's played like what 15 of like 17 terrible or 15 of 18 like terrible games. I guess I guess I'd pick McCarthy. I don't know. That's a tough question though, honestly.
Oh yeah, crazy
Uh,
question.
yeah, like what the with the Bears scoring like the first drive of the game and they scored like the second to last drive of the game, and that was really all their offense did the entire time.
Yeah.
Uh, yeah. I would
Well,
I think being a Bears fan right now would probably be one of the worst existences in sports. Because they're just like getting put in like this t Groundhog Day where every year, every like 3 years they draft a guy, think he's gonna be good. He sucks. They trade him and then repeat.
yeah, but it's their own fault
Yeah.
because who'd they draft this year? The tight end.
Yeah.
And the only way Caleb Williams and Ben Johnson are going to work out is if you establish the run. Why didn't you take that pick for an offensive lineman, an offensive guard, or running back, or
Yeah.
someone who could help with that part of your game or defense? You did not need
Another weapon
another
outside.
weapon. You had
Yeah.
DJ Moore and your first round draft pick last year.
And Cole Kmet's not even was never even that bad. Like I didn't think he needed to be like he's not great, but he didn't need to be upgraded that readily in the first round
It's
like that.
their fault. How this GM, I've already done this. How this GM has a job is the biggest mystery in sports because at the end of the day, him and his scouts passed on CJ Stroud and they
And
passed on Jaden Daniels. So, oh, well, he got this many draft picks from it. And no, this league is about the quarterback. You had two opportunities and you didn't get the quarterback, and now you can refusing to establish the run. It they're horrible. And yeah, fuck them. The field looked bad because the city owns the field and the city's so fucking poor. Big Cat actually said this. The city's so poor that they're doing as many events as they can before summer's over.
just to pump out money,
Yeah.
pump
So they
revenue.
had like six events on the field. So the grass was terrible.
I saw them stomping it down, and
Yeah.
then the line
Fucking
was
stomping
like,
it down. Worked it
yeah,
looked worse than my high school football field. Like
yeah,
it's atrocious. It's an
yeah,
embarrassment. The Bears are an embarrassment. And the Vikings
fair.
looked horrible, but I just think that rookie quarterback hadn't played for like 2 years. And I think he was a clutch guy, and he was like, "Fuck it, I'm gonna just ignore this, and I'm just gonna go for it."
Yeah, he played well at the end. He has I mean, he won a championship in college, so it's not like he's a complete loser. I
How
don't know
many
how good he's
games?
going to be in his whole
4 years
career.
in high school, 4 years in college. How many games has he lost his entire life?
Did he play in Michigan his whole career?
Yep.
Three?
Yes.
Yeah,
And only one of those he started.
that's impressive.
The other two, he was there were two quarterback system.
He's a winner.
It's
This
a
guy's a
fucking
winner.
winner.
That
But
would be tough though. Like I mean, at least he went to like a good team. Imagine like you have three career losses in college and high school, and you go to like the Bears or something like that, or the Jets. Like that must be torture.
yeah. Last team, I got the 49ers. News broke today. Brock Purdy's out.
No,
Um, there was another player I thought who was out,
Jawan Jennings,
maybe.
Kittle.
Kittle. I think their window's closed. I think they had one of the most talented teams I've ever seen, and they went to five NFC Championship games. They went to two Super Bowls, which is a great run for an organization.
Yeah.
Um, I think they do really bad this year. I think they win like 6 games. Um,
You're not a Mac Jones believer?
no, I'm not. So I think the 49ers window's closed. Any thoughts?
No, I honestly agree with you. Like, I don't know, CMC actually looked pretty good, but I mean, they're all aging. Like Trent Williams is getting old, Kittle's getting old and hurt. Purdy, they paid him a fuck ton of money, and now he's hurt.
Yep.
I don't know. They paid Ayuk for some reason, and he's hurt.
He's hurt.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what their way out is at this point. They're gonna have to try and dump some salary and hope they can rebuild. They did win though. I mean, that's good.
Yeah, they did. Who they play?
The Seahawks.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. All right, that's the team segment. We're going into our thing. We're going to try to do every week. We might rotate it. If Bobby and I like it, we might keep it the same. It's going to be Bobby's top 10 NFL teams from 10 to 1.
Yep.
And then I will give I'm in a thing called Tourney Time where I do pick'ems. It's a pick'ems league. You get 16 total points if you get all of them right. No spreads. I love that it's no spreads. I hate spreads because I can be like, the Broncos are going to win, but the spread's 8.5 and they only win by 8. It's like, well, God damn it. So love my tourney time. I'm gonna actually bring it up. But before they do my pick'ems, you can do your top 10.
Power ranking.
Our rankings, and I'll write them down. Number
Okay.
10.
Number 10. All right, so I can't leave this team off my top 10 as someone who predicted them to make the Super Bowl. I have number 10 being Joe Burrow and those Cincinnati Bengals.
Okay.
Number 9. And remember, these are my power rankings, so you could disagree, but these are mine. Number 9. Jaden Daniels coming back sophomore year. Jaden Daniels and those Washington Commanders are going to be my number 9 team.
Do you want me to be like Chris and disagree with you if
Yeah, you could add comments in if you want.
okay, shout out Rich Eisen show.
Yeah. You're not a Patriots fan though.
Yeah.
Number 8. We talked about them a little bit earlier. I think I probably would have had them higher, honestly, if we did a preseason ranking. I have the Chiefs as my number 8 team.
Okay.
A little low, I know. They're probably going to be Super Bowl favorites, honestly,
No,
coming out of
no,
this.
I wouldn't even put him in the top 10.
Really? Okay. Number 7, I have the guy who I might have pronounced dead in the offseason. The Los Angeles Rams are my number 7 team. Their
Okay.
defense looks really good. I like their wide receiver combo. Kyron Williams, Mr. Consistent.
Yep.
Number 6, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, NFC South favorites, just beat the team that beat them twice last year. Um, love me some Baker. Number 5. The team that just beat the Chiefs, the Los Angeles Chargers, getting shaped into that Harbaugh vision.
Mhm.
Gonna run the damn ball. Justin Herbert looks good. He looks confident. Chargers are number 5.
Okay. I'm
Sorry.
just predicting your next four. Go ahead.
What's my next one? What's number 4?
No, 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 no. It's your segment. It's your power. rankings.
Guess I'm not changing my answer. What's number 4?
Number four would be because they lost, you'd have the Ravens.
No,
Okay.
my number 4 is gonna be the Green Bay Packers.
Wow.
Yeah, number 4 is gonna
Okay.
be the Green Bay Packers. And number 4 is not a bad spot for them. It means they're probably gonna make the NFC Championship game. I They look good. We talked about it. They look good. They have a good overall team. Number 3, reigning defending Super Bowl champions,
Wow.
the Philadelphia Eagles.
I'm shocked.
My number 3 team. Who'd you think that was gonna be? The Ravens?
Well, you clearly have the Ravens at two.
I do have the
Maybe
Ravens at
the
number
four at
2.
one. I don't know. Go ahead.
I do have the Ravens at number 2, and they probably would have been number 1 if they would have beat the Bills. You lose a game like that, I can't make you the best team in the league. I can't give you the number 1 power ranking spot. So Ravens are number 2, and the number 1. We talked about him. He might be God on earth on a football field. Josh Allen, the Buffalo Bills are going to be my number 1 team in the power rankings this week.
Okay.
Um, and it'd be a real shame if they lost to the Jets this upcoming week. Um,
Drop them.
I have to drop them a little bit, but yeah, that's my power rankings.
If the Jets had won, would they have been in your top 10?
No,
No? All right.
no, they would
Um,
have.
I'm
They
trying
would
to think
probably
of
been like
a team.
15 or something if they would have won.
Is there any team that I think should be in your power rankings that are not? Um, no, I mean, it's pretty much just I really like the Broncos.
Okay,
Um, really like the Broncos. So I would probably put the Broncos in over the Chiefs, if I'm being
over
honest.
the Chiefs.
Yeah.
You would have moved everyone up and then made the Broncos 10,
Number
or
10. Yeah, I would have put them number 10.
they were probably going to be my number 11 team. It was. that last spot was kind of hard to. I guess it was actually really that hard to figure out.
Yeah.
Like
No.
maybe the Jaguars. I'm just a little high on them, but yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
Texans
All right.
possibly.
All
All
right.
right.
So in my Pick'ems league, which looks like this, I will give the teams where they're playing and who do I think they're going to win. All right. So week 2 of the NFL postseason, the Commanders play the Packers on Thursday night. I think the Packers win. I think they take it pretty seriously. They're on prime time. Um, I just think they win.
I think the big.
Jaguars.
Oh, do you want me to add any comments or you
Yeah,
know?
go ahead. Good.
I just think the tough thing for the Packers is going to be preparing for Jane Daniels on a short week. It's a lot to do that. That's my only comment. We could keep going.
Okay.
Good pick, though. I
Jaguars
agree.
at the Bengals. I think the Bengals win at home. If you have a comment, just let me know because otherwise I'm just gonna keep going. The Giants play the Cowboys. I think this is the lock of the week. To claim, like Nick Leone said, the lock of the week last week was Miami. Gave a finger point. I picked up the Cowboys defense in fantasy because I watched Russell Wilson. I think that's going to be a lot of points. Bears at Lions. The Lions get right game. I think they win this game. Miami at the Dolphins. I think the
Patriots at Dolphins.
Patriots at Miami. I think the Patriots win this game, and I think shit goes down in Miami. Like I think a lot of turmoil happens.
Yeah.
Now, traditionally, the Patriots don't play well down there, especially this time of year. But it's one of my underdogs of the week. 49ers at the Saints. Ooh, I might change this because Purdy's out, right?
That's Mac Jones season. Do you think the Saints are going to beat them even?
I'll go 49ers because the
Yeah.
49ers defense is healthy. But
Yeah.
okay. Bills at Jets. Unfortunately, I think the Bills are going to win. I don't think they're going to lose. I don't think they might not lose anyone in the division the entire year out of pure principle. Which
Do you think they cover is my, I know this doesn't matter. Do you think they cover the 7 point spread that they're given? Do they route them?
no, the Jets can cover that.
Okay.
Yep.
I
Um,
agree.
Rams at Titans. I'm going to go Titans. I think Cam Ward plays his first home game, and I think they're going to win this game.
Really?
Yeah, I have a lot of upsets this week.
Okay. Yeah,
Uh,
week 2 usually gets a little hectic, I think.
yep.
Like everything that you knew kind of gets thrown out of the window in week 2.
Seahawks at Steelers. I'll go Steelers because they're at home. Seahawks, whenever they travel really, really far versus a decent opponent, they really have trouble.
Yeah.
Browns at Ravens. Get right game. Ravens. Now it's in division, so who knows, but I'll go Ravens.
Ravens
Broncos,
are 11.5 point favorites. Do they cover?
they don't.
They don't cover 11 and a
I
half.
never, if I'm doing spreads in division, I always like 11. I'll bet, I would bet the Browns all day on that in division.
You're a smart
Divisional
gambler.
opponents, divisional opponents never get routed, I feel like.
Yeah.
Occasionally they do, but not usually. Um, Broncos at Colts. Now, this is a game where I might look really stupid next week. I think the Broncos win this game, but how good are the Colts? Is Daniel Jones a quarterback? Do they have a team? I don't know. We'll figure that one out. But the Colts
Yeah.
are home. If they win next week, I'll start to peek my head out. But I'll go
I think
Broncos.
this is going to be a good game too. I don't think this is going to be a blowout either way. This might be like a last second field goal to win or something like that.
Yep. Panthers. We're entering we already entered the 4 o'clock slate, but Panthers at Cardinals. I'll go Cardinals at home. Nothing exciting there. Eagles at Chiefs.
Good game.
Great game. I'm gonna go Eagles. I don't think the Chiefs have the firepower. I think they don't got it, and the Eagles have everything unless they get hurt.
The Chiefs starting out 0-2 would be kind of crazy.
I think that.
That's going to be a crazy
I think
start
the
for them.
Eagles and I think Jalen Hurts and that Eagles team, they hate the Chiefs. And they're gonna go in there and try to whoop their ass in front of Taylor
Jesus.
Swift, in front of Taylor Swift and all those fans. They are
Tickets tickets for this game are $220 to get in the door. That's crazy. Sorry, completely irrelevant. I'm looking at the
Chiefs
ESPN.
Eagles. Um, Falcons at Vikings. I'm gonna go Falcons.
Falcons. Okay.
Think
I
they
like that.
looked. I think they looked good. I think the Vikings defense is a blitz machine. But if you can figure that out, I think the Falcons can beat the Vikings. I'm saying this out loud. Do I change this? Am I next week? Am I like, why would I ever bet the Falcons? That's so stupid. I'm sorry, America. I'm going Vikings. I'm actually changing what I just said because why would I ever bet the Falcons? Never bet the Falcons. I'm like having an angel in my ear. Never bet the Falcons.
Kevin O'Connell's a damn good coach too. I think he's very underappreciated for how good he is. He's
What
a
am I
damn good coach.
what am I thinking? Baker, the Bucks at Houston Texans. I'm really, really high in the Bucks. I think the Bucks win. Um, which would make the Houston Texans, I believe, 0 and
Oh,
2.
and two. They would be.
And then the final game. Oh, there's two Monday nighters. There's a Monday nighter at 10 p.m.
Yeah, it's Buccaneers Texans at 7 and then Chargers Raiders at 10.
That's bullshit.
Yeah, it's too
So if
late.
we have someone on our fantasy team or if we're gambling, we can't. Well, I'm gonna stay till 1 in the morning to get a result.
You're gonna see Dicker the kicker. That's the we play
Yeah, and
each
I'm
other. We
playing
didn't even
you.
they we didn't
Yeah,
even say mention that. We're playing each other.
yeah, we're playing it. Well, I was gonna mention that as my shit talk at the end. Um, I'll go Chargers. I think the Chargers just fucking steamroll them. Um,
Steamroll. Okay.
those are my picks. Let's see at the end of the week what if I'm right or wrong.
I
Um,
should have written them down so we could have
I
written
have
them.
them here, and I'm
Oh,
gonna
okay.
post them. So I just saved it. I only made one change. I looked at that Falcons game and was like, I can't do this. Uh, yeah, okay. So you got your top 10 predictions. Want to give just 2 minutes on baseball?
I don't even know if I want to. I just looked at the score of the Mets game. It's fucking 8-1. They're losing.
Let me see. What are the Yankees doing?
Nine. Oh, it's 9-2 now.
We're
Okay.
losing 3-0. I'll give my Yankees talk. All I'll say about the Yankees is they're playing good baseball, except for last night and except for today. I think will get a wild card, and I think we will not catch the Blue Jays. This is my whole update. We're going to get a wild card. We're not going to catch the Blue Jays. We're going to see if we got a big game pitcher in Max Fried, and I think we do. And I think we win that first game, and I think we're in a series and we lose in the first round. I still think Aaron Judge is the MVP. He is beating that catcher in every single category except for home runs and RBIs, including WAR and every statistic. It's really he's going to lose because of the media, but since the All-Star break, that catcher
Uh,
has batted
yeah.
206.
Yeah, he hasn't
I
been
know I'm an
playing.
average person and I'm annoying, but since the All-Star break, he's been
Uh,
batting 206.
yeah,
Um,
he hasn't been playing well. I think if he would have kept up at least somewhat like three-quarters of what he was doing, he probably would have won. I don't think he has a chance now. Um, so
I just see Aaron Judge winning. He's just an MVP of baseball.
yeah.
Um, but yeah, lowered expectations for this season. Nothing changes until Casham's gone. I'm not going to waste my anger. I'm actually just going to enjoy the rest of the season. I'm going to enjoy the rest of the season because no matter what, it's better than the Giants. So whatever. How are your Mets doing?
I really don't want to talk about it too much. I
Okay.
like our rookie. I'll say they're like a few things. They're a bipolar ass team. You don't know what the fuck version of them is gonna show up. Either gonna score 12 runs and allow 13 runs, or they're gonna score 0 runs and allow 1 run. Or sometimes they'll just beat the shit out of a team randomly. I do love our rookie pitching. We probably should have brought every single one of them up about a month and a half ago.
Yeah.
Um, what else? What else? I don't know like what they're gonna do to like turn this around. They have I think 14 what is it? How many games do they have left?
It's like
Like
under
maybe
10. Probably like
16 games left or something. They have a lead, but like they keep losing, so they're not gonna keep the lead because if a team goes like 500, they're gonna fucking pass them. And a terrible stat, you can turn a Mets game off if they're losing in the ninth inning. They're 0 and 60 when they're trailing going into the ninth inning.
that's
So
crazy. That's a crazy stat.
terrible. They don't have any clutch, I guess. They can't pull out a game, which you kind of need to do to be a good team. I will probably say though, like if they do somehow get into the playoffs, I'm sure they're gonna have like two or three comeback wins just because that's how shit goes. Like you can't do it at all in the regular season. All of a sudden you can do it come the playoffs. But they probably won't make it there. So
I'll
um
also say one thing my dad said this past weekend. He was like, if Devin Williams just didn't pitch this season, and let's say we win, I think he has 14 blown leads.
yeah,
If we win 4 to 5 of those, we're in first place. Like Devin Williams truly was so bad. And yet, until I think very recently, we just kept pitching him. I was in the group chat and I was in bed like this, watching it on my phone. And I was like, Devin Williams is going to blow this game. It was like last week. I wrote that. I was like, Devin Williams, is gonna blow. And then he walk, hit, thrown out of the game. We lose. I just went, what? Like, I understand we're paying him a lot, but he's just not working.
yeah. This
Like,
is an important season for him too. This was his year he was gonna get paid after too.
he's just absolutely terrible. If I were him, I would sign a 1 year contract and I would sign like a 1 year contract for a team no one's going to pay attention to, like the Rockies or the
Yeah,
Pirates
the Reds.
and the Reds, and just dominate and then go sign a contract. Because, I mean, what is he worth after this season? 4 million a year?
No,
Like, he's horrible. And he really, if we don't go far, it is his fault because we brought him in to be the closer. And not only is he not the closer, he literally can't pitch. Um, so that's my Yankees. I mean, I don't know. It's not fun. It's not-
baseball's been very miserable for me this year. Like I enjoyed it for the first like month and a half, and I really haven't enjoyed it basically since like early June. So
Soto has 30 home runs, 30 stolen bases. That's impressive.
yeah, he's probably the only guy on the team that's actually like lived up to expectations. At least the past like 2 months.
Yeah,
Like Lindor's been inconsistent, Pete's been inconsistent, Nimmo, all these guys that we expect to come through for us like just really aren't doing much. I'm actually curious if they miss like Pete's probably gone, which is gonna suck, but I wonder what the pivot is. Like I know it's your guy. I could see them going after Bellinger and giving him like 8 years, like $200 million or something like that.
sure.
Um,
I don't believe in signing a 30, 31-year-old to 8 years anymore.
Yeah.
I just
Well,
don't.
that's what the Yankees did with Freeds.
Pitching's different because
Yeah,
they're
that's
so
true.
much more rare.
Yeah,
You can get 4 or 5 years out of him. It's almost worth it to sacrifice the back end of the contract. You can put him in the 4, the 5 position hole. You can make him a reliever. You can put him in the 6. Like hitting, you can't really hide him because then if one person gets injured, like we saw with Aaron Judge, like now what do you do, Stan?
no.
Like if they're not playing DH, like what it kind of straddles a whole team. Um, I don't know.
They
Uh,
gave Judge like 10 years in his age 30 season too. So
Judge is different because
yeah,
Judge
he
is
is
like
different.
Derrick Henry, where he's a once in a generational talent. Since he signed that contract, he should win
Two MVPs.
2 MVPs,
Yeah,
and he got hurt the other year. So, you know, that's fine.
fair.
That's
Yeah,
fine.
yeah,
Listen, we talked about this way earlier. The Mets have never won an MVP. And I'm not saying that
yeah.
to be a dick. I'm
No,
just,
it's
if
true.
you sign a contract and you win 2 MVPs of fucking baseball, that's fine.
Yeah.
That's fine.
You've
Uh,
already lived up to the contract.
yeah. All right. Last 2 segments are going to take no more than a few minutes. We basically, I'm going to just say it. We copied this from Colin on the herd. Where Colin was right, where Colin was wrong. But we're just going to call it the worst take of the week and the best take of the week. I'll go first. My worst take of the week was I thought the Lions were going to not just beat Green Bay, I thought they were going to dominate Green Bay. That did not happen. I just thought the Lions are going to slaughter them because their people are doubting them and they're going to run it and throw it and they're just going to kill this team. That did not happen. So that's my worst take of the week. I was really wrong on that.
Yeah. My worst take of the week. It still can happen. I thought the Colts were going to be pushing for the number one pick. They look pretty damn good. They have a good roster. I thought that they were going to be, top 10 pick easily. Not really any chance. They might fight for a playoff spot. Good offensive line, good defense. They have Jonathan Taylor. We'll see. We'll see how it goes.
Okay. Best take of the week. I feel like I've been saying this for months. I thought that rookie wide receiver on the Bucks was going to be awesome. I planned on drafting him earlier in my fantasy, but Kevin got me.
Yeah,
I think he is a lock for offensive rookie of the year if he is healthy.
yeah.
I guess that's another take, but what I just thought based off week one, I thought this he was going to be the best rookie in the entire draft class. So far, he looked like it.
I agree. He does look good. My best take of the week, I think it's just ETN. So in my other league, I drafted him PPR and started him. I lost in heartbreaking fashion because Josh Allen and Zay Flowers put up like 60 combined points against me.
Yeah.
But he looks good. They traded away the other option that, everyone thought he was going to be fighting for carries with. And
Yeah,
I don't know if you saw it. I tried to trade you for him. It was kind of a bullshit trade. I think I sent you like Ramondre Stevenson or something like that for him.
I don't even
Um,
remember.
you might not have seen it. I don't know. But yeah, I mean, I don't think he'll ever be top three, but like he's probably going to be a top 10 and 20 running back this year, which about all you can ask for when you draft a guy like 100th overall. So
I am really looking forward to a trade. No, I sent that to Nick. Yeah, I'm really happy about that because he's on my team. It goes against you this week, so we'll see.
down week for him
Um,
now, playing that vaunted Bengals defense.
and then last minute shout outs, last part of our pod. Um, my last minute shout out is USF, the Bulls. I'm not a Bulls fan. Matter of fact, FAU comes here in a few weeks, and I'm going to go to that game,
Nice.
go for a Florida Atlantic. But I do live in Tampa. If the Bulls, who just beat the Florida Gators in Florida, if they beat Miami this weekend, Miami Hurricanes in Miami, this city will be rocking. There is no bigger bandwagon fan city than the Tampa Bay. And when their teams are winning, they have acted like they have been rooting for these teams for their entire lives. The bars get packed, the streets get filled, the stadiums get filled. With one loss, they'll be done. But I'm really hoping. I guess I don't want to insult Tampa. Go USF. I hope they win this weekend. It was a great win versus the Florida Gators, who their coach probably is going to get fired after that. Like because of that game, he might get fired. So shout out to USF. Love Tampa. Always loving Tampa does well.
Tune into the CW to watch this to watch the game. Did you see that? It's on the CW this weekend because they I guess like they picked the games out like weeks in advance and nobody wanted it because they thought who the hell like what's USF gonna be this year? So
Yeah.
now the CW has the 18 versus the 5 teams in the country. It's funny. My last minute shout out of the week is just gonna be to my new offensive coordinator Tanner Angstrand for ridding my eyes of Nathaniel Hackett. So shout out to that guy. Scored 30 points in your debut. I mean, it's not like he did it himself, but Jets scored 30 points in their debut. Don't think I've seen that in a very long time, so shout out to him.
Who wins this week, me or you?
Let's take a look.
We are playing each other in our fantasy league, week two matchup. I'm 0-1, and I believe Bob's 0-1, so this is a big week.
Yeah, I had a decent week too. I faced a high score. Um,
Looks like you're projected more than me by a good 8 points. I don't know why. Who's projected
yeah,
more than me? Jacobs, Connor.
Jackson, Kamara, yeah. I don't know. I mean, I would really like to win it. Starting 0-2 in fantasy is like a brutal spot to be in because you
It's
got to
hard.
basically the whole rest of the season's working out of that. So,
It's
um,
hard.
I don't know. I like my team more than I like your team, but I think that's just that's just kind of how it goes when you draft a team. So
Listen, it's all going to come down to I didn't want to draft these receivers. I'm a running backs guy. But listen, if Jefferson Brown and AJ Brown explode, I win.
yeah,
Like last week, I had Burrow, St. Brown, and AJ Brown combined for 15 points.
that's not gonna do it.
I,
That's like three of your top five picks.
yeah.
And
Uh,
Brees Hall didn't score a touchdown either, which hurts.
yeah, it's crazy.
They scored 30 points, he didn't get a touchdown.
We'll see. I have a lot of faith in my team. I do think I win, but we will see.
Close one?
No, I kill you. I think I
Oh yeah. All right. I think I
120.
killed you then. That's
I
fine.
think I will score 120. You score about like 89. So
Let's see. It's the predictions 111 to 103. I think it's 115 to 97 me. I
No,
could go slightly over my projection, you go slightly under.
no,
And I win.
no, I don't think so. But we'll see. It'll be a fun. Hopefully, I win.
Yeah. If only we had that double flex considering all these good guys I have on my bench too. Look at that. I could put Pickens in, Hunter in, Travis Hunter, or Tracy, Travis Hunter, Javante Williams. I have all these extra
And
guys that could fit perfectly in a flex two position.
the only thing I'll say about the double flex and the fob is Emilio is just so oblivious to everything. So that it's Tuesday yesterday, and the waiver wire hits. My dad calls me. He goes, "What is this?" And I was like, "It's fob." He goes, "I don't get it." And I was like, "Well, there's no more waiver wire, so you have to bid for players now." And he's like, "Well, wouldn't that make it so that the last place team can't rebuild?" I go, "Yeah, I'm against it." I go, "But I lost a close vote." He's like, "Where was I?" And I was like, "I told you about it so many times. I told you about this meeting so many times, and I won't say what he called me, but he just made fun of us for doing it." But it's like, I know you care about this league. You can't just not attend meetings and then be
Upset.
horribly displeased with the outcomes.
Yeah.
So I was like, listen, I'm against this too. Like you weren't here. Like and you weren't, it's not just here, but arguing for me. So that was just funny.
I don't know. I think Fab makes it better. Like you shouldn't be priority just because you suck. Like I feel like it adds a little more skill to picking guys up and stuff. So
I agree, but I agree. There are certain
yeah.
teams that just, what the hell is Patrick's team? What is that? I really went loose on my power rankings.
Was it
William
William Henry
Harrison.
Harrison?
Yeah,
Yeah,
he died in 9 days. Because I just
yeah,
hate Patrick's team. Like, what are you doing? What are you
yeah,
dropping all these rookies for? This isn't dynasty. Like, this is real life. Like, it's
yeah. It's risky. I
really
mean,
risky.
yeah. Well, it's not even like you got Genti or like Ibuka either. It's like the two
No,
guys who were like kind of like questionable on if they were going to get a lot of playing time, and neither of them did. So
he said to me time and time and time again, all last year in offseason, he's getting a quarterback. He's getting a quarterback. He's getting a quarterback. He picked the Patriots rookie quarterback over Josh Allen and Lamar Jackson. Like, are you out of your fucking mind?
yeah, that's
It was so
crazy.
ironic. It was such poetic justice. He plays Josh Allen in the first game, and Josh Allen almost scores as much as his entire team.
Yeah, and he starts Dak Prescott who had like what 6 points or something, seven
Oh,
points.
drafted Caleb Williams and Dak Prescott back to back. Like, you can have different beliefs than me. You could have bad luck, but like, that's just stupid. And when I
Yeah.
get those power rankings and I feel rage, I just really go at it. Uh,
Yeah, you shit on him, honestly. That's fine though. He deserved it. That's
oh,
what
he
happens when you
deserved it.
score like 50 points in a week.
Scored 59, and Josh
Yeah.
Allen scored 41. So you do deserve it. I hate you.
He'll learn. Maybe.
No
I'm
learn.
surprised he didn't go as Tyreek Hill, Derrick Henry stacked to start the draft.
I mean, you want Bijan. I can't talk about fantasy Bob. I'll be here for another 30 minutes.
Yeah,
These
I gotta get going.
these running backs. All right, I'll edit this and post it tomorrow.